less likely to kick us. So grab the scrotum and put it behind you. Ankle palpate it. Feeling the epididymis in that, and then come across with this called Barth's and measure it and see where that transition, as we're going, you can see it transition from showing me that I've pulled it far enough, so I'd read him at a 32. Yeah. So 32 centimeters and a 4 for tone. Awesome. So that's good. Looking at his hocks, looks good. Good young bulls. These are yearlings. So what John's trying to do is grab a bunch of yearling bulls. We'll find the ones that can work, and then they'll be used over heifers. You ready? And then slide this probe in. So the probe's got 2 little electrodes here. Slide that in. Hang on with that corner, would you, fella? Hey, Mac. So then we just put this on the program. This has got has algorithms in it. So these are Angus algorithms. Down here we got one for stuff with more ear, like your floppy eared stuff, your Drowdies and Brahmins and things like that. It's more for like Herefords and stuff. We hit start, and then this will run on its own. Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah. Eject. Story coming through the airport. Yeah, this is fun when I brought it into Australia. At the border, they pulled me up. What are you declaring? I was like, an electro ejaculate? Like, what's that? Oh, yeah, we're collecting bull spook. He's like, can I see it? And I pulled it out like a big probe. The guy that fell over. You want to catch this? You want to catch semen? No. You could be electro jack. As long as the pulsator 5, yeah. So.
Why do we do this on a farm, you know?
We want to try to optimize their reproductive performance of the females that go over. So if you got a bull that's performing suboptimally, not only do you get fertile calves, but some of them will get in calf late, and then that just screws up their entire life. So these girls are going over heifers. We want to get them pregnant as quickly as we can. So, and John raises these bulls. So we're just making sure that they pass the muster. Kind of like if you bought a ewe, you want to start it up, make sure it runs. So that was pre-ejaculate. Now we're into the good stuff. So there's the baby batter, the good stuff. The bingo juice. Back a bit of that, and then we just get reset on this bad boy. So we look at that. That's probably going to be a concentration of about 4. So depends how you want your coffee. We'll call that 4. And that bad boy over here. Got our microscope set up. We've got a tube here for doing the morphology already set up. Put that into here, and I'm gonna take a little drop of this. We got a slide here sitting on this heated stage, so the stage is all warmed up. We want to keep these little guys dancing. Put that on there. Look down the microscope there, and if you look down that, you can see the mass activity is Rip Warren, so he's going to be a winner. He can go that. So he's got a mass activity of 5 with a concentration of 5, so we know he's going to have a good motility. I'm going to do his motility first, and to pass him he needs to be over 30, but I reckon he's probably going to be, I'm guessing he'll be around 60 or 70, but we'll check. So then we got our lovely little camera slip. I don't know who in the hell makes these tiny little things. I think little elves. So I'm going to drop a warm saline here, put a drop here. Just going to get a tiny bit of semen from this semen that I just looked at. See that tiny little bit on there? I'm going to stir it into that semen and drop it. And this is going to allow me to look at those semen individually. Oh, cool. So yeah, he's like a 90%er, which is exceptionally good semen. So very good semen, good enough to make straws from if he was good enough to AI with. And yeah, cool, man. So you can see 90% of those guys know where they're going. They're going, where's the egg? Where's the egg? I got bad news for him. Not like that. Son of a biscuit eater. This sucks. Okay, so now we need to do our morphology. So we've got our stuff here. That lovely Tegan's already prepared for us. And this will get sent off to be looked at under microscopy. So we know that they're swimming in the right direction. We've worked that out. Now we need to know if there's anything actually in the taxi. So the taxis are going to the airport, and this is whether or not there's anything in the taxi. So the whole process of the DNA of the bull getting split into the haploid variant, what they call meiosis, where the DNA has been cleaved. And then he's going to contribute half of that to the party, so to speak, along with the heifer. We want to make sure that's happened properly, so they can see that under 1,000 power on a very fancy, expensive microscope, and I send that to somebody else to do that. So that's pretty cool. So that goes in our pile with all our other bulls that we did today. A little bag of merriment there, and those will get sent off, and then we'll come back to the report. And the good bulls will go out and do good work, and the bad bulls will end up in a pie.
Yep.
Pie.
Cool.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah.